What is up, guys? So I have been laid up, almost fell, in bed for most of today because I think I have a bit of a sinus thing going on. I don't feel good really at all, but I think it's mainly from me having to get up early for work. I had to get up at like 2 in the morning this week because I wanted to get to work by 3. And I think by only getting like 2-3 hours of sleep that way and then working 15 hours, or I worked 9 and I worked 6. So yeah, that's 15 hours. And then going for a workout and stuff, I think I ran my body too much. So I'm not doing good. It's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And today is beautiful outside. I went and dropped off food for Ashley and I feel terrible. We're going to go see It. Now, I don't like clowns. I never really have. It's not a big fear of mine, but I've just never been comfortable with clowns in general. So Ashley really likes the movie It, the original movie, and I never really saw it. I never had an interest because of the whole clown situation. So tonight we're going to go see that, even though I feel like poop. But that's okay because it's so nice outside. I really, really just want to be outside. So I think we're going to fly the drone and test some footage. I was editing the video today, and this is what happens when you unplug your drive or whatever without saving everything, or when you have all your files running through your external hard drive, because this is a 128 gigabyte hard drive, so it's not enough room for all the footage I have, because I shoot 60 frames a second, 1080p and stuff. So nevertheless, so if you go right there, oh shit, I hit the wrong one. Yeah. That black spot right there comes up. It's a corrupted frame. And you can't export in Final Cut Pro because of it. So what happens is that if you go to export, so you come here and you go to 1080p or you go to 1080p or 4K or whatever it may be, does not matter. It won't let you export until you find all of these. And I was going through this footage, and I found so many of them. So now this whole video, done. Just it's over. This whole video is I can't do anything with it. We are gonna go to Walmart because I was doing dishes. I wanted cereal, and we have no milk. So we gotta get milk. We gotta get stuff for soap, right? Mm-hmm. And then we're getting Sbarros. Okay. That work? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go. Ashley's grandfather is really into WWE, and I really want to get him this booty thing for Christmas. I think it would be hilarious.
Oh my god.
Do you think that he'd appreciate it?
I think he would look at you funny.
I think he'd appreciate it though.
It would be pretty funny.
It's either that or like one of these pictures. Because I personally have no interest in WWE, but I know he likes it. It's like that, or we have to get him like, oh, what we should do is get him an Attack on Titan mug. Because he does like Attack on Titan. When you do vlog at the mall, everyone and their brother wants to look at you. That's always helpful.
By you and stare at you?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you looking at?
Yeah, every time. Like there's like people getting juice, and they were sitting there just staring me down, so. I don't know, I think it's just because I'm so good looking. What do you think? How could you? Okay, so we've been coming to Summit Mall for years. It's very bright. For Summit Mall for years. And never have I ever gotten a spot this good. Right there. This is our best spot ever.
Why?
I've never gotten a spot this close.
So close to what?
The doors! So I know this is really crooked, and it's probably kind of hard to hear me a little bit, but I want to show you guys a trick when you have a Mavic Pro. Now, first is, say you can't land wherever you are. I don't know if you guys can see the drone is right there. So I'm bringing it closer, and obviously this terrain that I'm on, which is my porch, if I come down, see all that? That's my foot. This is all steps, you can't land here, obviously. So we're gonna come back. So you can see the drones right here. It's probably really hard to hear me now, but you can basically kill the motors, just how you do on any other DJI product. But this one's a little different. This one, you're gonna hold down your throttle. You're gonna hold down your throttle, and you're gonna hold it. And so usually when I do it, if you guys see in my last video I put up, I put that in the video. If you guys ever seen me do this before, it's gonna sense you here. It's got bottom sensors. So if I stay here, it should read my hand there, and then it moves up out of the way, even out of the shot. So we're gonna bring it back down, and you're actually going to grab this. You're gonna grab it in this area right here. See if I can get you a little closer. And we're gonna come forward a little bit. So you can see it just a little bit. That's because of the sensor. So you're gonna want to grab it right through this area and be firm. And usually what's gonna happen, it's going to lift up because it's gonna sense your hand, and then the motors will finally die. So be gentle, but be firm. So we're gonna see if I can get this to work. So we're gonna bring it down. And that's how you turn the motors off. So that was a little bit of a weird cut, but I had to talk to my neighbors because I have great neighbors. So this has been put away, a little time has passed, but that's fine. What I want to say was, because of I have power lines and telephone cables that are coming and kind of intersect on my house right here, I use my neighbor's garage to land. Now, I don't land on their garage, but I use it as a landing spot because behind the garage there's trees. In front of the garage, obviously they have a parking spot and their car and stuff, but they don't have any telephone wires. We're gonna move that. We don't have any telephone wires. So since there's no telephone wires, I can bring it down all the way till it's right above the garage, and then I can just lead it out and down underneath any of the wires that may cause a problem. So if you're going to fly your drone wherever, be aware of your surroundings when you're taking off. Be aware of the people that are around you. Like I said, I have great neighbors, and we just had a whole discussion, excuse me. So be aware of who's around you, be aware of where you're flying your drone, and be courteous of those around you. Remember, when it comes to video, drone work, vlogging even, be aware of your surroundings. So we're actually going to start doing questions at the end of this, because I think this is a really good question. If you have a drone, where do you fly your drone? And if you do vlog like I vlog, do you get a lot of looks like I talked about earlier today? Or do you have any experiences where things have kind of gone wrong because you've had your phone or your camera, say your vlogging camera, if it's a big setup similar to mine, that's caused a problem? Let me know down in the comment section below. Remember, guys, I am Dan. This is Shodan Days, and as always, just like in all my regular
Columbus
videos,
nights, took a little
RADAKA.
flight, put them in the air, high off lights, standing in the kitchen, left eye twitching, people bypassing, but me, I'm just blacking. In my heart I feel complaining, but the world has said I made it, and yeah, I freaking made it. I just made it to complacent.